Hey there, Alex here. It's not exactly a new phone, so I'll just cut to the chase and move a bit quicker. So buckle up and let's get started. The iPhone 6 has a unibody aluminum shell that still looks decent today. Granted, it might have something to do with Apple's somewhat iterative design, but hey, if it ain't broken, why fix it? It's the same 4.7-inch display too, and it still looks good even today. You also get a solid fingerprint sensor, something that isn't common for 2014. There's no water resistance and it's just a single firing speaker, but at least you still have that 3.5mm audio jack. With Apple's control over software and hardware, the user experience is still great as expected. Apple's A8 chip still runs really well even with the latest version of iOS. Most games just seems to run better on iOS for some reason. You don't get all the latest features from iOS, like Race to Wake for example, but you do have Apple Pay. In fact, it's the main reason why I don't mind using an iPhone 6 still. The only Android phone from 2014 I can think of that runs the latest version of Android officially is the Nexus 6. You won't be seeing any more major updates for that phone though. But the iPhone 6 will be getting the next version of iOS, and probably the one after that. If you're using the phone heavily or gaming, don't expect great battery life, but if you're using it for basic smartphone stuff, a day of use is still possible. It's an old phone, so the battery might be a bit worn out, but because it's an iPhone, almost every phone repair shops will have replacement batteries for it. The 8MP camera still works well enough, but it's definitely showing its age. So like your grandparents, it doesn't really see that well at night, but you can definitely still get some good looking shots out of the phone. You also don't get 4K video recording or live photos, but it's the same with newer budget smartphones anyway. The front camera produces natural looking selfies which I like, but that's about it. It's low resolution, low light isn't that great, and a wider angle lens would be nice. Another thing that you might want to keep in mind is the touch disease thing going around. I haven't seen it on this iPhone 6 though. Other than that, I think the iPhone 6 is definitely still a phone that's worth buying if the price is right. It's a cheap entry to Apple's ecosystem and it's comparable still to plenty of newer budget handsets. It's probably the only phone from 2014 that I can still live with as my main phone. Of course, if you want something a bit faster and don't mind a smaller size, the iPhone SE would actually be my preferred choice. Or if you can cough up a bit more dough, the iPhone 6s is next in line. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw. Thanks and see you guys on the next one.